What would you do if someone hurt an endangered animal and thought money could get them out of it? A tourist hurled a rock at a seal, barely missing its head. Curious locals warned him the animal was protected and that he could face a massive fine. But he simply laughed it off, claiming he was rich enough not to care. Word quickly spread, and one local tracked him down and gave him a brutal beating. No one reported the attack. Instead, someone recorded it. And in a surprising twist, the local senator publicly praised the man, thanking him for giving the tourist a lesson he wouldn't forget.
Have you ever noticed that some people completely change the moment they think money makes them untouchable? That's exactly the question this video raises, and honestly, it's much more interesting than the fight itself. From a psychological perspective, this is a classic example of what researchers sometimes call power-induced overconfidence. When people believe they have enough wealth, status, or influence, they often start assuming the normal rules don't apply to them. It's not because money magically changes someone's personality overnight. Instead, money can remove many of the everyday consequences that usually keep our behavior in check. If you have always been able to solve problems by paying for them, your brain may gradually begin treating money as a universal solution. But here's a catch. Nature doesn't care how much money you have. An endangered animal doesn't become less endangered because the person throwing the rock owns an expensive watch or drives a luxury car. Biology doesn't negotiate. Every member of an endangered population matters because their numbers are already critically low. Losing even a few individuals can reduce genetic diversity, making it harder for the species to recover in the long term. That's why many countries impose severe penalties for disturbing protected wildlife. These laws aren't about making examples out of tourists. They exist because conservation depends on minimizing human interference. Now imagine this from the seal's perspective. You're lying on a rock after spending hours searching for food, finally getting a chance to rest. Suddenly a strange human decides, you know what would make this afternoon exciting? Projectile physics. Congratulations, you have invented the world's worst sightseeing activity. Jokes aside, there's another fascinating part of this story, the public reaction. Humans have an incredibly strong sense of fairness. Evolutionary psychologists believe this instinct developed because cooperation helped our ancestors survive. If someone constantly broke social rules without consequences, it threatened the entire group's stability. As a result, people naturally become angry when they see someone behaving arrogantly, especially if that person appears convinced they are above the rules. That emotional response explains why so many people are online focus less on the attack itself and more on the tourist attitude. Arrogance often triggers stronger reactions than the original mistake because it signals that the behavior could happen again. However, this also brings up an uncomfortable question. Should ordinary people deliver justice themselves? Personally, I don't think that's a road society should encourage. While it's easy to understand why emotions ran high, allowing individuals to punish others creates unpredictable outcomes. One person may think they are defending wildlife, another may use the same logic to justify unnecessary violence. Once the line becomes blurry, everyone becomes less safe. Ironically, the most effective punishment often isn't physical at all. A massive legal fine, being banned from protected areas, mandatory conservation education, community service with wildlife organizations, or even public accountability can leave a much longer lasting impact. These consequences don't just punish bad behavior, they teach people why it was wrong in the first place. And honestly, education is something many tourists underestimate. When visiting another country, you're entering someone else's home. That includes their culture, their laws, and their environments. The smartest travelers aren't the ones who spend the most money. They are the ones who show the most respect. So, maybe the biggest lesson from this video has nothing to do with fist, politicians, or internet drama. It's about humility. Because no matter how rich, famous, or powerful someone becomes, There are still things money can't buy: respect, common sense, and the privilege of ignoring the laws of nature. And if someone forgets that, reality has a funny way of reminding them.